Hello everyone, my name is Twane Ahorangi Bartlett and I'm a Violet Grey Twin Flame in Parakai, New Zealand. Thank you for watching, for liking and subscribing, and I want to make a video on the Twin Flame mission. I have made a video before, and that video didn't get a lot of hits. So I'm not quite sure if it was because I didn't explain it very well. I did have another look at the video and I thought perhaps I could do a better job. So it's a little bit of a remake of the previous video, but it also kind of lets me know where people stand when it comes to, twin flame connection and the work that is connected to twin flame. As human beings, we always long for a place where we belong. We're looking for that special person in our life that will complete us. But at the end of the day, if you're in a twin flame connection, it is about getting the work done. My other videos concerning twin flame issues like supernatural experiences, spiritual experiences, the 7 symptoms, all of those videos get a whole lot of hits. But when it comes to the work, which is what the twin flame union is all about, the work that is involved, that video, I think it got a quarter of the hits of the other videos. So I want to emphasize how important it is to get the work done, and that there is so much involved when it comes to twin flame. So in this video, I am going to once again explain how I perceive the twin flame connection to work, what our mission is basically on a very basic level, and how everything works together, the difference between twin flames and soulmates. So this will be a comprehensive video, and I hope to bring all the information to you that will make it more real and understanding what is at work here. So, and what I say here is my perspective, and if you don't resonate with it, that's okay. If you do resonate with it, I hope you enjoy the video. It's just how I experience my union and how things make sense to me. So I'm sorry to say that my artistic skills haven't developed beyond stick men. So I will get my pencils out and draw stick men. So the first, let's start at the beginning. So I operate from the perspective that we are aspects of God, and that God is having earthly experiences through us, and that we come here to earth to bring in light, love, and healing. We are aspects of God doing this, and that our journey is to develop spiritually and to bring in a higher vibration through our twin flame union. And this is how it makes sense to me. So if this is God, and we say that we are aspects of God, so there's a person, there's a person, there's a person. So these are all people, aspects of God, waiting to come into manifestation on earth. So that's God. These are the dimensions. And I know there's a lot of dimensions. There's something like 22 or more. I'm not going to go into the details of that, and I can't even say that I know all of that stuff, but I know that there's quite a few dimensions. And we travel through the dimensions, manifest through various densities, coming down to eventually manifest here on earth in the shape of a person, a human being, bringing in light, love, and healing through being aspects of God. So part of the difference between twin flames and soulmates is, if these are aspects of God, okay, and we are meant to bring in light, love, and healing. And let's face it, you know, Earth is in a tight spot right now. Animals are dying, Earth is dying, Gaia is dying, people are dying. It's absolute chaos down here. And if you can put yourself in God's shoes and say, well, whew, you know, we need to get some higher vibration down there. We need to get more light in here, because, you know, and when I say lower vibration, it means Earth is fourth dimension. And the denser the dimension that you are in, the heavier the energy is. And some of you might have heard about ascension. That means going up. Earth is going up, everybody else is ascending, and I'll explain a little bit about that too. But that ascension process right there is kind of what is happening here. In the past, twins didn't really get to spend time together. They just met, and then they it was very difficult for them to come together in union through the ages. But now is the time for twins to get together in the physical and get the work done, for the simple reason, because of the situation that Gaia is finding herself in. So, sorry, Gaia. So this is, and how does God speed things up? So if you can imagine, we aspects of God, and this is a person waiting to come down. This is a person waiting to come down to manifest on earth. Then God says, hang on, there's a way we can speed it up. Let's take one of these aspects and let's divide it in two. That one becomes a person, that half, and this half becomes a person. So this is the difference between twin flame and soulmates. If you want to sort of just look at it right there, this would be your twin flame, and this would be soulmate. Now there is a difference there, energetic difference. I'll just explain that quickly. I'll just clear the side. So if you want to take your soulmates, that's the boy and the girl soulmate. They each will have their own higher self. And when they get into a relationship with each other, they connect with each other through that sort of energy. We have 7 major chakras in our body. The base chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, all of those going all the way up to the higher self, which is the crown chakra right here. And the higher self is the energetic center that has all the information about you since the day you started to exist in this universe. All the places where you've existed throughout all the times, all the information is there. It contains the blueprint of your mission, what you want to accomplish here on this experience, human experience. And so that's your spiritual sort of compass, if I want to say it like this. And so the difference between twin flames and soulmates is that when soulmates get into a relationship, they will bond with each other, say, through the throat chakra, which is communication, through the heart chakra because they love each other, through the base chakra and the sacral chakra because they have intimate relationships, physical relationships with each other. Now, with soulmates, when you are in a soulmate relationship and you terminate that relationship for some other reason, you feel I've fallen out of love with this person, and you're trying to move on from that relationship and you're struggling, you feel like you're not making any progress about moving on with your own life, you can go for cord cutting, okay? Energetic cord cutting, which means you can sever that connection that you've built up with each other over the period of time that you spent in that relationship. It's non-invasive. You just go to an energetic healer and you can go through the process of cutting the cords, the ethereal cords, okay? And soulmates can do that. It's a little bit different when it comes to twin flame, because when God had that initial brilliant idea of speeding things up, and I'll just bring that a little bit, explain that a bit more, because that is intense energy right there, you know, sharing the same higher self. So God decided that he was going to create two people, you know, that little bit that I drew there, and say these are aspects of God, and he's going to take the one and split it in half. That is atomic fusion. That is splitting an atom in half, okay? That is always why twin flames, when you get together, the same energy in two different bodies. The same energy, that's the higher self. That's the girl. That's the boy. Same energy in two different bodies. And we also have our 7 chakras, but twin flames, well, in our body, we have the 7 major chakras, but there's many more. Twin flames at the time of birth have more than 7 chakras active. Okay, whereas with the, I don't want to look down on people, but with other people with a different energetic setup, they're basically running on 7 chakras that's active. Okay, so we are, and I might be under correction with that, but I know that the twins, we kind of hit the ground running. We're already active, whereas the other guys, they still have to work up to activating the other ones that's not active yet, your energy centers. Okay, so regroup. So the twins also have the 7 chakras, just like the soulmates do. We also relate to each other the same way, you know, connecting with each other through communication, through loving gestures, through, and some of us, if we're lucky enough to have a physical relationship with our twin. So you can see how the energetic, so when people say, and believe me, in 2014, I have spent the whole year trying to get out of my twin flame connection. I did not want to have anything to do with a twin or anything to do with having to do spiritual work, because I was exhausted. I didn't even want to think about, you know, what that all entailed. So I spent a whole year trying to get out of it, including cord cutting. And let me tell you, that's painful. It is painful. And it doesn't work with twins. Okay. For the simple reason that God forced, when he decided to split that one energetic in half, he made it set. There's no way so that you can change that. It's a set energetic. Can't change it. Same energy in 2 bodies. So if you think that you can go and do some cord cutting between you and your twin so you can move on, you are actually trying to cut yourself in 2. So this energetic doesn't work for twins. There's a reason why we share one higher self. That is the design for bringing in high vibration energy. And there is a lot going on with twins. You know, when you are in your twin flame relationship and it's not a relationship, connection, and you start to go through crisis and testing and separation, that is when you start to hit the nitty-gritty of what it is like to be a twin, okay? And so that is part of the mission as well. It is the twins trigger in each other stuff that they need to release for their own spiritual growth so that they can accommodate high vibration energy in a physical body. That is the core mission of twins. Every twin set will have that energetic going on, okay? Soulmates are also here. Everybody that's here on earth has come here to bring in light, love, and healing, including soulmates. They just do it in a different way. Okay, so I'll explain how we bring in light, love, and healing, because that is very much a part of twin flame, is how we do it. I don't know how many of you knows of solar flares. Okay, so I have solar flare posts as well. I have found that solar flares especially coincides with astrological, happenings like solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, or, any other sort of opening up kind of energy in astrology. There is a solar flare that will accompany that sort of energy happening in astrology. I have been following it actively for more than a year now, and I can confirm from personal experience that it is so. Now, with solar flares, okay, so I'm going to come back to the body and how we are designed. So we have, and I'll do our little stick men again. Our body consists of an aura, which is an energetic field that our physical body rests on. For this example, I will use the twins again because we're sharing the same higher self. And I would like to show you how much is going on with a set of twins energetically. Okay, so they share the same higher self. They link up with each other in their chakras. Also, what happens is when we stand on the ground, we ground ourselves. You might have heard people saying you need to ground yourself more. Walk on the ground bare feet. Go take a walk outside on the beach or something, that'll help you feel better. That's part of the grounding, because that is our direct relationship with Gaia. This is how we connect with Gaia. We are like little, if you want to imagine in your mind, little rods, metal rods. And our physical body is designed to be a conduit of energy, bringing in solar energy for Gaia. We are transmitting it into Gaia through our body. Yeah. So this is the sun, and we have solar flares coming in. Our bodies, our physical bodies, our DNA is designed to absorb light. Yes, we are solar power driven. Okay? And what happens is with our auric field is a part of us that is always in existence. Throughout time, that energy is a part of us that exists before we are conceived. I am a firm believer that our physical body manifests onto the electric or the energetic grid of our solar, of our auric field. So in other words, our physical body is a direct manifestation of our aura. So the aura was before the body and not the other way around. That's the way I believe it to be. So what happens is we have a solar flare. It charges up our auric field with light because it is light. Our physical body that rests upon our aura is being directly affected by the supercharges that comes in for us. And we take that energy, we experience physical discomforts or physical sensations from solar flares. I will post a link. The Carlini Institute has done a whole lot of research on solar flares and how it affects us physically. So we have this energy, and our bodies is conducting this energy into Gaia. The twins is part of this process, as well as the soulmates. Everybody is designed to do this, to conduct energy, to bring in light for Gaia. Okay, everybody. That is part of our mission. Now, what happens with twins, though, is, as you've heard about ascension, twins, when we trigger each other, when we go into stages like crisis, and this is also something I want to stress, and I'm a whole lot, is if you want to find out if you're a soulmate or a twin flame, I did make a video. It is called The 7 Symptoms of Twin Flame. You can watch that video, and it is important that you can fit your connection onto that 7 stages. You will present 7 stages or 7 symptoms, and you will know exactly, this was my awakening, this is the stage, this is the stage of testing, that was the stage of crisis, and so forth and so on. I don't want to go into that, but if you can't fit your connection on the 7 symptoms, it's a soulmate connection of some kind. So how does the twins fit into the ascension process? So here's Gaia. And here we are. We have the boy. We have the girl, and I'm going to draw the girl slightly higher than the boy. Not because she's better than him. The reason why this is so is because we have an awakened twin and we have a matrix twin. And this is part of the process of going up. They share the same higher self. And 9 out of 10 times, it is the feminine twin that is or the feminine dominant twin that is the higher vibration twin, because women are naturally spiritual. They naturally tuned into their intuition, and they naturally trust their emotions. The matrix twin, the boys, they in small percentages, it's the other way around. Sometimes it is the masculine being the awakened one and the feminine twin being the matrix twin. Okay, so I'm just drawing this for because that's kind of the majority. All right, so what the matrix does is, if you think that the energy is slightly more denser than what the spiritual twin would be, if you can imagine, he's grounded into Mother Earth, he's grounded into Gaia, okay, and slightly denser. She's spiritual, slightly less denser. And when they relate to each other, the matrix twin, this is the matrix twin, matrix and spiritual. During crisis, the matrix twin will trigger the spiritual twin to get rid of her baggage, emotional baggage. Where do we store our emotional baggage? We store it in our aura. Our aura is a place where we store our memories, our emotions, you know, our past lives. Everything is stored in there. And what happens is when twins start to connect with each other, when they go through crisis, the matrix twin will trigger the spiritual twin to release her stuff. And what happens when we release? We grow spiritually. We grow inside ourselves. We get rid of things that don't serve us, and we become spiritual, even more spiritual. And what happens is also, what I want to say is, with this higher self that we're sharing, this is also why some twins would say we are telepathic. I have a certain knowingness about my twin. I know if he or she is having a good day or a bad day. It's because we share the same higher self. Okay, there's a certain knowingness with twins. Even not everybody is telepathic, but you know when your twin is having a good time or a bad time. And this is all because all our energetics, our emotions, and all our mental processes and feelings are stored in our aura, which is connected to our higher self. If you want to say the aura is in layers like an onion, the most outer layer of your aura would be connected to your higher self. And this is the part of twins that always stay in contact with each other. This is the part that keeps you together, so you can't forget about each other. And this is also the reason why when you want to speed things up and you in God's shoes and you say, well, I'm going to make this a set energetic so that the ego, the mind, doesn't have any control over it. You can't go and cut cords. You can't go and bail out. You have to live with that energetic, and you have to work with it. While you are here, you work with it, whatever it is, in whatever way you choose to work with it. And I know there are some twins, they say, it's too hard for me to be in this connection. I rather want to be with a soulmate. And that's okay. You know, we have freedom of will. You can still bring in light, love, and healing as a twin, even though you're with a soulmate, because you will still have that connection with your twin. But at the same time, if you are with a soulmate, you will always have the connection to your twin as well. So it is kind of like, that's a set energetic. Can't get away from it. Can't change it. Okay? Can't cut yourself in half. Very painful. So where do I want to go with this again? Okay, so we have the spiritual twin. I'll just regroup. We have the spiritual twin, and the matrix twin triggers all her self-esteem issues. I don't feel good enough. I feel abandoned. Why doesn't he love me? Why doesn't he see me? You know, all that type of stuff. And as you start to digest that information and release it, so that is the healing that your matrix twin brings to you. Your matrix twin will point out to you where it hurts so that you can go and you can heal it. That's how our twins heal us. And as you release your own emotional stuff, you increase your vibration and you go up. That is what increasing vibration means. It's going up, increasing. It's not like physically going up in the air. It's increasing your vibration. And what happens when the spiritual twin increases her vibration? It permeates through the higher self to the matrix twin. If she goes up, he has to go up. He has to. There's nowhere else to go. So I want to tell you that, you know, with the spiritual twins, if you say, well, my twin has no clue, you know, he doesn't know what's going on, he has no perspectives, he has no perception on, you know, what is going on around him, don't worry, because eventually it will permeate to his end. As long as you do the work, that is also part of it. If you just sit there and you refuse to focus on yourself, and you're forever focusing on your twin, wanting to criticize your twin, he is like this or she is like that, stop that right now. The focus is supposed to be on you. The faster you get through the 7 stages, the faster your twin gets through the 7 stages, and the faster the two of you can get into union. And this is also one of the things that I don't understand, is there's a lot of twins out there. We are meant to be together. We are truly, truly, you know, meant to do the work. A lot of people are asking about these deep, meaningful connections, but they're not willing to do the work. They're not willing to go where it hurts. And that is what Twin Flame is all about, is to say, yeah, it hurts, but bring it on, you know. I want to become whole. I want to, you know, become the best I can. And each Twin Flame union will have their own mission. Not everybody in a Twin Flame connection will do spiritual work, okay? Sometimes you can be the head of a big corporate business, you can be a CEO of a big company, and you can still be a twin and bring in light, love, and healing for, you know, wherever it is that you're working. Perhaps you want to do some charity work on the site. Perhaps you want to use your company to, you know, promote better systems that would support Gaia and humanity better, in a better way. So what I also want to say about our mission is that we are designed to bring in light, love, and healing for Gaia, yes, but also for people. Everywhere we go, we are like little energetic hubs, and anybody that you come into contact with on a daily basis, even in just in a conversation or a smile, you walk past them, you go to the grocery store, and wherever you go, you are just, you know, having that vibration of upliftment, and everybody that comes into contact with you will be able to benefit from it if they are open to receive it. Okay, because we're all freedom of will. It is your choice whether you want to be in a twin flame connection or not, and it's also your choice whether you are open to higher vibration energy or not, whatever your journey is here. Another thing that I want to explain to you is Gaia's energetic grid. Okay. So we are all designed to bring in light, love, and healing, including the soulmates. So, and I'll try my very best here. If you go on to Google and you research the energetic grid of Earth, you will find a chart where there is something like this. I'll try and draw it as best as I can. I'm not the best artist. So, and it looks like all these lines that's connected, and they form like, if you want to take that section there, it forms like a star. And these star grids, they connect with each other all over the world. Flower of life, earth grid, plutonic plates. Those are all terms that you would use when you describe or discuss energetic grid of Gaia. Now, what happens is with twins, we are designed to break down systems that doesn't serve us anymore. Okay, so systems like, because we live in a very dense dimension, we live in the fourth dimension, we live in the dimension of duality. So this is light and dark, love and hate, peace and war. Twins are designed to break down those type of energetics which causes people to divide amongst each other. Religion, culture, language differences, all sorts of barriers, like sexual orientation, reasons why not to love somebody. Twins are designed to break it down. That is also one of the reasons why God made it at one higher self. Same energy in two different bodies. Black and white. He's black, I'm white. Woo! That'll start a war back in the 1800s. Somebody's going to die. And that is why God made it a set energetic. It is to force that issue to break it down. It is, so to come back to the point once again, I keep on deviating. So twins, say for instance, cultural backgrounds. You grow up in different countries, and my journey is part of that. There's a cultural difference between myself and my twin. I was born in South Africa on the other side of the world, and he was born in New Zealand. He's Maori, and I was also raised Afrikaans, but I was fortunate enough to grow up bilingual, English as well. And so he's English Maori. And with a lot of twins, you will find that there's cultural differences and there is values that needs to be overcome to be able to make that union work, or to bring the twins together. And very often you will find on Earth, on that energetic grid, that twins, they will live close to those grid lines. In New Zealand, we have one that runs all the way from the top of North Island, all the way down the west coast of North Island, and it runs towards the South Pole. It misses the South Island, but that energetic grid, that's like a live wire. There's energy that runs along these lines, and you will find that these lines run along the tectonic plates of Gaia as well. They will run along coastlines of continents. They will run along various points over continents where there are energetic connections with the land, what we would call, what's the donor? I can't get to the name now. Vortexes. Okay, so they connect vortexes as well. And twins naturally gravitate towards those lines. I immigrated all the way from South Africa on the other side of the world to come live on this grid line, and I believe it's grid number 65, because these lines have numbers. If you Google it, you'll see that they have numbers, and the one that we live on is grid number 65. So what is it with twins and these grid lines? So you will find maybe one twin being born in South Africa, the other one in New Zealand, and they will gravitate and meet and live on a line like that. And my twin also lives on that line because we live a short distance from each other, and we are born to do this. This is the electronic circuit board of Gaia. And if you in your mind can sort of picture us as little rods moving on the surface of Gaia, we're standing bare feet on Gaia, and we are standing on these lines. That is literally firing up the grid, literally bringing in new solar energy and life to Gaia with our bodies. Okay, and we do it for people as well. I work in a grocery store, and I'm very fortunate to live in a lovely, beautiful community, and I connect with people every day just to say, have a nice day, you know, to uplift and connect with them, because that is what I'm born to do. And everybody will do this. You know, the reason why twins are born, you know, with different backgrounds, language barriers, and all of that, that is to be able to be forced through that energetic to break down, to say, I love you. I'm black and you're white, but I don't see the color. I love you. You're my twin. We don't speak the same language. I love you, but I will learn your language. I will break down this barrier. We have different cultural backgrounds. Doesn't matter. We'll find a way to make it work because I love you. And whatever the issue is, you know, this is the bottom line. We are designed to do this, soulmates and twins. But it is time that twins start to get to know what it is that you're supposed to be doing. As I say, you know, not every twin will be a clairvoyant reader like I am, but you will have something that you would want to do so you can contribute to Gaia, to your union, you know, to the people. And it's only once you start to forget about wanting to be with your twin all the time, especially if you come out of, if you're in surrender, sometimes you still have that driving need to be with your twin, or if you are in separation, you know, the best that I can tell you is to get through the 7 stages as fast as you can. I am in radiance at the moment. I'm totally devoting myself, my time, my energy to my union, because I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I found out what I was supposed to be doing through exploring my union and through reconnecting with myself. You know, what is it that my spiritual gifts, what am I supposed to be doing? What can I use? What was I born with? And how can I help other people? How can I help myself? How can I help my community? How can I help Gaia? And this is my mission every day. I am not in union with my twin, and I won't give his name because I love him, I respect him. But I just want to give thanks to my twin. You know, if it wasn't for him bringing on crisis and bringing on the healing for me, however painful it was, and still is sometimes, you know, I would never be able to bring all this information to you. And hopefully there'll be something in there that can help you to move forward in your union. And I hope that this video will inspire twins to roll up their sleeves and to get to work, rather than to just sit and dream about you know, getting into union with their twin or being interested in all the supernatural kind of stuff that happens between us. At the end of the day, the bottom line is getting the work done, and this is about getting the work done. So please feel free to comment. Please feel free to ask questions. You know, I love to answer questions. I know I haven't been making videos all that much in the last couple months, maybe 3-4 months or so. It's because I'm busy with my work. I'm busy with you know, contributing to society and with Gaia to do the work. And so yes, if you have any questions, please ask. I'd be quite happy to make videos to answer questions for you. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful for you. Light and love, everyone.